This is part 166 of God's chain of events. Moving on to the 31st chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. I made a covenant with my eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid? For what portion of God is there from above, and what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Doth not he see my ways, and count all my steps? If I walk with the vanity of, or if my foot had hasted to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance, that God may know my integrity. If my steps have turned out of the way, and my heart walked after mine eyes, if any blot have cleaved to my hands, then let me not sow, and another eat. Yea, let my offspring be rooted out. If my heart have been deceived by a woman, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door, then let my wife grind unto another, and let others bow down upon her. For this is an heinous crime, yea, it is an iniquity to be punished by the judges. For it is a fire that consumeth to destruction, and would root out all my increase. If I did despise the cause of my manservant or my maidservant, when they contended with me, what then shall I do when God riseth up, and when he visited? What shall I answer him? Did not he that made me in the womb make him? And did not one fashion me? Do not one fashion us in the womb? If I have withheld the poor from their desire, or have caused the eyes of the widow to fail, or have eaten my morsel myself alone, and the fatherless have been eaten thereof, have not eaten thereof. For from my youth he hath brought me up with me, as with a father. I have guided her from my mother's womb. If I have seen any perish for want of clothing, or any poor without covering, if his loins have not blessed me, and if he were not warmed with the fleece of mine deceit, if I have lifted up my hand against the fatherless, when I saw my help in the gate, then let my arm fall off from my shoulder blade, and my arm be broken from the bone. For destruction from God was a terror to me, and by reason of his highness I could not endure. If I had made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence, if I had rejoiced because of my wealth was great, and because my hand was gotten much, if I beheld the sun when it shine, or the moon walketh in brightness, and my heart had been secretly enticed, or my mouth had kissed my hand, this also were an iniquity to be punished by the judge, for I should have denied the God that is above. If I rejoice at the destruction of him that hated me, or lifted up myself when evil found him, neither have I suffered my mouth to sin by wishing curse to his soul. If the men of my tabernacle said not, O that we had of his flesh, we cannot be satisfied. The stranger did not lodge in the street, but I opened my doors to the traveler. If I covered my transgression as Adam by hiding my iniquity in my bosom, did I fear for a great multitude, or did the contempt of families terrify me, that I kept silent and went not out the door? Oh, that one would hear me. Behold, my desire is that the Almighty would answer me, and that my adversary had written a book. Surely I would have taken it upon my shoulder, and bind it as a crown to me. I would declare unto him the number of my steps, as a prince would go near unto him. If my land cry against me, or that the furrows likewise thereof complain, if I have eaten the fruit thereof without money, or have caused the owners thereof to lose their life, let thistle grow instead of wheat, and the cockle instead of barley. The word of Job are ended. Starting at the 32nd chapter of Job and the first verse. So these three men ceased to answer Job, because he was righteous in his own eyes. Then was kindled the wrath of Elihu, the son of Berechiah, the Buzite, of the kindred of Ram. Against Job was his wrath kindled, because he justified himself rather than God. Also against his three friends was his wrath kindled, because they had found no answer, and yet had condemned Job. Now Elihu had waited till Job had spoken, because they were elder than he. And Elihu saw that there was no answer in the mouth of these three men. Then his wrath was kindled. And Elihu the son of Berechiah the Buzite answered and said, I am young, and ye are very old. Wherefore I was afraid, and durst not show you mine opinion. I said, days should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. Therefore I said, hearken to me, I also will show mine opinion. Behold, I waited for your words, I gave ear to your reason. Wilt ye search out what to say? Yea, I attend to you. And behold, there was none of you that convinced Job, or that answered his words, lest he should say, we have found out wisdom. God thrusted him down, God thrusted him down, not man. Now he had not directed his words against me, neither will I answer him with your speeches. They were amazed. They answered no more. They left off speaking. When I had waited, for they spake not, but stood still, and answered no more. I said, I will answer also my part. I will also show mine opinion. For I am full of matter, and the spirit within me constraineth me. Behold, my belly is as wine, which hath no vent, and is ready to burst like new bottles. I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer. Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's person, neither let me give flattering titles unto man. For I know not to give flattering titles. In so doing, my Maker will soon take me away. Moving on to the 33rd chapter of Job, starting at the first verse. Wherefore, Job, I pray thee, hear my speeches, and hearken to my words. Behold, now I have opened my mouth, and my tongue hath spoken in my mouth. My words shall be of the uprightness of my heart, and my lips shall utter knowledge dearly. The Spirit of God hath made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me light. If thou canst answer me, set thy words in order before me. Stand up. Behold, I am according to thy wish in God's stead. I also am formed out of the clay. Behold, my terror shall not make thee afraid, neither shall my hand be heavy upon thee. Surely thou hast spoken in my hearing, and I have heard the voice of thy words, saying, I am clean, without transgression. I am innocent, neither is there iniquity in me. Behold, he findeth occasion against me. He counted me for his enemy. He putteth my foot in stocks. He marketh all my path. Behold, in this thou art not just. I will answer thee that God is greater than man. Why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any man. Why dost thou strive against him? for he giveth not account of any of his matters. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. He was chastened also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain, so that his life abhorreth bread, and his soul dainty meat. His flesh is consumed away, that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyer. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto man his uprightness, then he is gracious unto him, and saith, Deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. He shall pray unto God, and he will be favorable unto him, and he shall see his face with joy, for he will render unto man his righteousness. He looketh upon men, and if any say, I have sinned, and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not, he will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Lo, all these things worketh God oftentimes with man, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living. Mark well, O Job, hearken unto me. Hold thy peace, and I will speak. If thou hast anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee. If not, hearken unto me. Hold thy peace, and I shall teach thee wisdom. We're going to stop here and start part 167